Welcome to an episode of Work the Crowd Golf. I am Jacob Klucas, and here we're going to do a 2v1 match play, myself and Brandon versus Matt. So Matt's going to line up his shot. We're about 270 to the water. Matt's going to take a hybrid and absolutely smoke this straight down the middle. Excellent shot for Matt. Now again, we're 270 from the water. Brandon is fairly new to the game of golf, so he's going to take his driver 270 to the water. We shouldn't have an issue here. And Brandon is absolutely going to smoke this straight down the middle. It's going to run for days. Great shot by Brandon. Now what's going to happen here is I just watched Brandon have a good shot, being we're playing best ball scramble, myself and Brandon. I'm going to take my hybrid and smoke this down the middle. And in reality, I'm going to pop this one up so high, it's only going to go about 150 yards. Still center, but not a good shot by myself. So we come up here to Matt's shot. Matt just has to clear the water and get to the green. And Matt's going to take a nice little wedge approach here. And this ball was actually tracking the pin. I thought it was going to be so good. He ended up just left of the green. It's still a good shot, though. So here's Brandon with a 6-iron here. And he's going to line up, and he's actually going to give us another great look here. He hits the ball. The ball lands about pin high, just rolls past the pin. Great shot by Brandon. We're on to the green. Now, we come up on Matt's shot here in his third shot attempt. Now, the difference between Matt and myself and Brandon is Matt's chipping is better than any putting we could do. So he puts us in tap-in range. We allow him to have that for par. So here's mine and Brandon's birdie putt. We have a chance to take a 1-0 lead in this match play. And the problem is, Brandon did not bring his muscles to the course because he's going to leave this one extremely short. Yeah. And me, again, thinking that I'm a good golfer. Don't worry, Brandon. I got us. And in reality, I did not forget my muscles at home. I actually ate my Wheaties that morning, and I absolutely powered this past the pin. So we have a chance to make this all square with a putt right here. Brandon's going to line up and just miss it. Great putt by Brandon. I actually got a really good read off of that. And what's going to end up happening here is, for once I show off that I am a semi-good golfer, and I'm going to hit the putt here to make it all square. So now we're coming up on the second hole here. Matt's going to line up with his driver, and he is going to absolutely obliterate the golfers on the hole on the right side. Not being serious, but he decides the trees were a fun play today, and we're over in the trees. So Brandon, thinking Matt's a good golfer, Matt knows what he's doing. I'm going to try to imitate what Matt does, and he's going to do the exact same thing and send it right over there next to Matt's ball. And now me, who thinks, again, that I'm good, we're going to put a shot tracer on my ball. And why put a shot tracer on a ball that only goes about 100 yards? So me and Brandon not having two good drives, we're going to have to try to punch out. And Brandon decides to play a bump and run right here. Probably not the best option. Now me, let's not pay attention to the shot tracer here, because the shot tracer here did not accurately show where the ball went. And again, we're going to watch this one more time, because this shot tracer did me no justice, because this ball actually went right down the middle, down the fairway, just like I wanted it to. It did not go that way. I'm sorry. You'll see here in a second. Now, again, we talked about the difference between me and Brandon and then Matt. Matt's actually a good golfer, and his punch-out shot is going to be just left of the green to give himself a good third shot here. All right. So now me and Brandon are lined up, and Brandon sees those cars over off to the right side and says, I'm going to smoke my ball right towards those cars. All right. And now we come up on probably my best golf shot of the day, one of two. And I'm going to absolutely hit this sand wedge so high in the air, it's going to drop down about pin high, just off of the green to the right side, though. So, again, what we talked about, match chipping is better than most of our golf games in general. Matt's going to put this in a very scared, we thought it was going in. It just rolled over. We gave Matt the tap-in par there. So here we go. Me and Brandon have to essentially hit this to win the hole. And Brandon just barely misses. And again, we talked about this. I am not good at golf, so if you think that I'm going to put this in the hole, you are sadly mistaken. And yeah. Probably could have got it there if I'd have hit it harder, but I decided to pick my purse up on that play. So we're on to hole 3, final hole of this 2v1. And Matt said, I loved playing from the tree so much in the last hole, we're going to go right back over there. Yep, not a good look. So Brandon doing the same thing that Matt just did. Matt said, I did the same thing on the last hole. Let's do the same thing we did on the last hole, and decides to play a bump and run on a par 3 from about 200 out. So here goes me with my second and final best shot of the day. I'm going to take my hybrid from about, again, 200 out. Absolutely pump it. We're going to be just off the green on the back side. It was actually a great shot. So we come up here now on Matt's second shot. And again, Matt is an absolute assassin with a wedge in his hand. So what's going to end up happening is just off the cart path here, he's going to put himself in great range right here. Yeah, look at that, folks. What a great shot. So coming up on our second shot, we have to put this somewhat close to have a chance. If Matt 2-putts and we were able to par, we'd have a chance to at least tie and not lose this. And Brandon, again, left his muscles at home. So, again, me thinking, don't worry, I got this. No problem. I hit it a little bit farther than Brandon, but not that much. So we're out. We have to hit this to have a chance. And Brandon's going to line up. And this was actually a really good putt by Brandon. Just barely missed it. And instead of being a good golfer and taking Brandon's read, I'm going to do the exact same thing that Brandon does. Yeah, not a good look for the kid. So all Matt has to do is 2-putt to win this, essentially, to win 1-0. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to miss this, tap in. He 1-putts, he wins.